Well. So, Socialist wins mayor of New York City. So now the city is going to end up becoming something similar to the Ukraine. When Zelensky took over. You watch. Except, where is New York City going to seed from? New York State? I don't think that's going to work. All the years that the Democrats tried to stop the communists from trying to take hold in the United States clearly has failed. Because the Communist Party has infiltrated the Democrats. Think about that. John F. Kennedy would be embarrassed to realize that Lenin has just basically put his missiles, so to speak, right in our country itself. Oh, it was Khrushchev. I think it was Khrushchev. The fact of the matter is, congratulations. Wait till you go into your bread lines and you're paying $15 for a slice of white bread. Or you start looking like Havana, Cuba. Although New York City, you're not too far behind that. You already kind of look like Cuba. You got people pissing in the streets. Now, well, where are we going to stay? We're going to start today. Donald Trump has decided not to try to put out emergency money for food stamps because I think he realized that the two judges that said he are mandated to do so realized that they were going to spring a trap. Because he didn't have the money anyway. The USDA doesn't have enough money to pay for food stamps for all Americans to receive the full amount. Chuck Schumer pretty much indicated that he was going to wait until this election was over before he reopened the government. Boy, we are in the mother of messes right now.
Oh, yeah!
And I'm not happy about it. And I don't think most people are either. But the truth of the matter is, what I'm really upset about is like I explained to ChatGPT's customer service this morning. Your program told me that it was going to get the job done. It said it might take a while. I said, fine. They said, come back, I'll let you know when it was done. I said, fine. And I come back and it didn't even get the job started. I said to them, you tell me that makes any sense. Here's the actual dialogue. Now you read through it. And you tell me if this makes any sense to you. That your own software can't do what it said it was going to do. It didn't tell me that there was a time limit. It didn't tell me that there was some stipulations of when it can't finish a damn job. The software didn't tell me any of that. I said, it's like if I was a scientist and I gave some data for ChatGPT to analyze, and it says, oh, it's going to take me a while. Come back. And I asked, did you get a chance to finish reviewing the data? No, I lost it. Oh, that's great. You lost it. All the data I sent you about research notes I want you to analyze, and you lost them. That's what I feel like. That's one of the reasons why I'm really kind of upset right now with the setup with ChatGPT. I'm also upset about the fact that, like I said, is that that the situation is getting to be a mess. Somebody said there's 8 levels of the collapse, and we're in level 7. Probably. Oh no, I'm just tired of hearing about all the bullshit about food stamps this, SNAP that. You know, illegals getting all these benefits. Honest, disabled Americans not getting the help they need. I'll be honest with you, I'm sick of it. I really am. And I don't really think anybody else here would disagree with me on this. If you have a valid reason to receive assistance, you would be disgusted too. But I'm also a little bit disgusted because of another reason. YouTube itself is starting to make me feel like it's lost its compass pointer somewhere. It's not like there's a lot of the content I watch isn't necessarily bad, because it's not. It's just starting to get repetitive. A couple commentators pointed out something which I don't disagree. What happened to the things that we used to have, that we used to hold so dear, that were fun? For example, it is true, back in the 1980s when I was a teenager, the world was a more colorful place. You might as well shoot these streams in black and white, because everything we turned into boring gray colors. Despite all the technology, despite all the resources, we have given up on so many things, and everything's become shades of mediocrity. Which is true. I mean, I don't say I grew up in a Kodachrome childhood with lots of colors that popped out and stood out a mile, but we certainly did have color, and we certainly did enjoy some unique technologies that were still new and exciting. But now everything is basically industrial gray. Go figure. Hi Grace, good morning to you. No, not necessarily quitting YouTube. I still am on YouTube. But Chris, you know what I'm talking about. The internet is getting to be so blah. You and I are about the same age, and you're a little bit younger than me. You know what I'm talking about? 80s. It was more colorful. It was more fun. It was more creativity. Right now, I might as well be shooting these videos in black and white because there's not much color left anymore. I'm also disgusted that a socialist won the mayor race in New York City. Tell me that makes any sense. Yeah, I'm just disgusted in life right now in general. The one thing that John F. Kennedy fought to keep the communists out of this country, as did McCarthy, and then all of a sudden you got communists parking their their socialism mobile right on our front lawns. Tell me that makes any sense. Not that it's not new, not that it's not prophesized, but you would think that after what Schumer's little scam was, you would think that people would go, hell no, I don't need to be involved with that. Well, that's good. I mean, I enjoy some good stories, sci-fi stories and stuff. So it's not like it's all a loss. But sadly enough, the algorithm isn't exactly sending too many people my way. I got a lot of dislikes in yesterday's video, and I didn't even do anything wrong. You know. 47% approval rating for yesterday's video. Ugh. I'll move over here. The older we get, the more we change. The secret of life is making her. Yes, Chris, but you know what? There's something about that I wanted out of my life that I have fought so hard to get, and I have never quite gotten there. And that is enjoying the American dream. I know what you're going to say. What do you mean by the American dream? Well, let's see. I would like to own my own home. Okay, I know I'm older now, but throw it in there anyway, right? I would like to have been able to have my own house that I could design to my specifications, what I wanted. But you know what? The sad truth is, I'm not considered good enough. That's really kind of true when you think about it. Oh, you're disabled. You're not good enough. You have Asperger's. You're not good enough. You have shitty hearing. You're not good enough. You have shitty eyesight. You're not good enough. You have a broken kneecap. You're definitely not good enough. And so just face the fact, eat your stupid goddamn cupcakes and basically just rot in hell. That's kind of what I feel like the system wants me to do, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. I really would like to continue to be successful. And on YouTube, I'm kind of successful. Maybe not exactly as successful as I wanted to be. Yes, Chris, I know. Both of our channels are unique, and the platform really doesn't know where to pigeonhole us. That's what the truth is. Good morning, Heaven Nails. How you doing today? That's because neither Chris's channel or my channel, or what the algorithm calls mainstream material that they can easily stuff in a box. That's really what it is. It's not cat videos. It's not AI slop. It's two individuals trying to create content that only resonates with a small subset of the YouTube population. Yeah. For most people, don't even know what to do with it. But we still like doing it because we do want to show people something. We do have a community, both of us do, that surrounds our channels. Which is good, I guess. Just as Noodles has a channel that is more in the mainstream algorithm, but is he really doing that well? I don't know. I don't have his numbers. Yeah, well, in this case, YouTube is, if we go by George Orwell's 1984, George Orwell, well, he didn't exist at the time of YouTube. Probably would have said something like, if you do the mainstream content that Big Brother likes, Big Brother's going to endorse you, and you will receive much success for you meet the needs of the party. Neither me nor you specifically meet the needs of the party's agenda, because you guys are two free radicals, and we don't like that. That's pretty much what it would have said. That's what George Orwell would have said. Tiger Kitty says, I have to rent a store. I'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay. So, speaking of the store, I might have to go get some things at Cumbies today. I was hoping to get some cheese. I'm really in the mood for cheese today. The thing was, is I went there the day before yesterday, and they didn't have any cheese in stock because it was Monday. So, they sometimes get the trucks on Wednesday. So, I was thinking about buying some cheese. But, unfortunately, the fact that the food stamps is not going to be going out as so many were expecting, because Trump is hoping that the Schumer's going to open the government. And also the fact that there's a trap with the two judges, the two district judges' decisions that kind of would set him up for something unwelcome. A short alone of noodles and I argue was sent into I saw the pictures you put in Health about the swine and noodles. I don't know why they're in Health, but no, not anymore. Because Trump realized that judge was full of it. They were supposed to get back to him ASAP and let him know what the procedure should be. Trump, just yesterday, through Carolyn Levitt, have said, we're not going to do an emergency food stamp payout because we hope that the government will be open sooner than later so things can go through the proper process. I bet you a kangaroo, the truth of the matter is that Trump realizes that those judges are going to try to entrap him. And that's very likely. And Brain Dad, good morning. Yes, but the court also didn't tell Trump how he was to pay them. You see, Trump, by law, technically does not have the right, by executive order, to just move funds from place to place. If the court says that he can move funds from place to place, that also shoots the Democrats in the foot. Because that means that he can overrule Democrats during a shutdown and move money from place to place, i.e., a program that's closed and give it to a program that's open, for example. Say, for example, food stamps in this case, or Medicaid, or Medicare, or Social Security. So he wants the judge to tell him how he's supposed to pay them. Because he realizes that if he decided to do an executive order and the judge didn't say he can do that, then it means that he could easily be impeachable. He doesn't want to be impeached. He already knows the tricks. He's seen it before. So he basically put the hot pile of merde on the torch's desk and said, "You tell me how I'm supposed to pay them." And then my neck is out of the noose and yours is in it. And these Democrat judges are probably going to be hog-tied trying to figure out what to do. Because the minute he says that he can take the money from one source but another, that means that he can move money for a future, any crisis. He can move money in the future, claiming precedent. So you see? That's why he said to the judges, "You tell me how I'm supposed to pay them." Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but I didn't get mine. And I normally get mine on the first of the month. Good morning, Mojo. How you doing today? Now, the other thing is that I really, was hoping that we were going to get some common sense. Why does New York need a socialist mayor? You don't think the regular Democratic mayors are bad enough? You're going to go into a state-run grocery store, you're going to get a slice of bread, and they're going to tell you each slice is $15. Can't go to a competitor because there won't be none. Eventually, all the other small convenience stores will close. Because the state will say, we will have to run our own grocery stores. We don't need you anymore. Chris says, must be higher up. Oh, here it is. I was listening to a growing live streamer. He said he does an hour live stream and then spends time. I was trying to scroll back to read this question and to scroll off the screen. Streamed, then he spends 12 hours of his time to edit it into a watchable content and replay with direct purpose. I get it, Chris. That's one reason why live streams in some cases don't work. Because when you do a video, you came in with a topic. You can keep it short, like the one from last night was an example of what I'm talking about. Actually, I had 52 views in that one. I'm not sure yet. I never met her until today, so I'll have to wait a little while. Responsible states also abide when the federal government asks for their food stamp information because they realize that they are getting block grants of the food stamp money dispersed to the people that are in need. Something only 2 Democratic states have done. The rest of them haven't done that. Grace, it's not a matter of putting the work in right now. It's just the fact is that, like I said, I'm just a little bit, feel worn out, tired, that I've been putting in all these little things, chasing sagebrush across the goddamn desert. That's what I feel like. My canteen is empty, and I basically am chasing this stupid sagebrush across the desert. And there's a couple sidewinders ready to strike my feet. Buzzards are flying overhead. That's what I feel like. Fine. Good morning, Tiff. How are you doing today? So we got a socialist in New York City mayor's office now. I hope the far left choke on him. JFK would be disgusted, honestly. Trying to keep the communists out of Cuba, trying to keep missiles out of Cuba. And now we got the missiles on our own shores. In the city of New York, one of the biggest cities on the East Coast. How you doing? Let's see. Okay, let me put my coffee cup over here. Last week you were saying stores are gonna get loaded. That didn't quite happen. No, not quite. Some did, but not everyone. How many people on food stamps actually got what they wanted out of the deal anyway? I mean, so what about, okay, that's another valid thing. Let's say Trump did pay out the money. Okay? Think of this for a second. What if this shutdown doesn't end in November? Let's say it doesn't end until the middle of December, just for the hell of it, all right? Trump manages to get the judge to authorize them to take the money out of the USDA contingency fund. And then the month of December comes up. There's no money to take out of any contingency fund to pay the food stamps. Then what? How you doing, Don? Good morning to you. Yeah. Oh, I keep hitting the wrong button. All right. That's a good point, because Galaxy Eyes, the grocery stores depend on people getting ABT SNAP. It's called the ramifications, the reality. You know, ABT SNAP for you guys is how a lot of you guys keep yourself in business. If the stores don't have the money to pay food stamps, then it's very likely the stores are gonna have to cut back on employees. Even the air traffic controllers, a lot of them are totally, screwed. They're not getting paid either. All right, hold on, man. I gotta answer this digital door here. Hey, Bradley, how you doing?
Hey, Michelle, what's up? How are you today?
Feel kind of bleh. All right.
Bleh.
Because the stupid socialist won the mayor of the city of New York.
Oh yeah, they're cooked. They are cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. You felt New York was
So
bad
basically, New
before.
York City's now got a Zelensky. I hope they're happy.
Sure.
Now, is he going to start rattling the government sabers and saying that they should be leaving the state of New York? I never know. I don't really know. But they really do so stupid things when they do that,
Yep. Good morning, chat.
So, also, I got into a little bit of a fight with ChatGPT last night.
Oh, really? You fought AI? Awesome.
Yeah, and I fired it. I said, you know what? I gave you a simple job, and you kept stonewalling me on doing a simple job. And I told the customer service people, I said, you know what? Your software lied to me. And that's really the truth. It lied to me. It kept saying...
That's wild.
Because it kept telling me, it'll take us a little time. I'll let you know when it's ready. I said, fine. I come back 9 hours later. It says, I couldn't get started. Why? Because you got to re-upload the file again. I re-uploaded the file to you. 2 hours later, did you get the job done? No. Why not? Because you didn't upload the file to me. I uploaded it to you, and I uploaded it again. And then 2 hours later, the same excuse. And I said,
lazy slacker AI.
You tell me what the hell's going on here. I sent you the file infinite number of times. Well, the problem is that when you walk away, I basically told you to delete it. What? But you told me you were going to try to get the file processed. And I said, you know what? If you were a physical employee and you did the same to me, you would be out of a job real fast. Now, you tell me about your performance. My performance sucks. Thank you very much. You're out of a job. You're fired. Now, you want to hand him a resignation, or you want me to throw you out the damn door? Okay, go ahead. How you doing?
Hey, Michelle, are we going to talk about my Netflix deal?
Your Netflix deal. No, but we can talk about the mayor, new mayor of
Jesus.
of New York communism.
Well, Michelle, I'm going to be on Netflix starting, I think in like 6 months, 7 months.
No, that's good. So what does that do for me?
Well, Michelle, I mean, you know, I told you what to do. You just don't want to do it. You don't want to listen. And I think people have to understand here that, guys, Michelle knows about this stuff. We've told her, like, she can do certain things. All she got to do is reach out. You never do it, Michelle.
I reach out to Galaxy Eyes all the time.
What does Netflix have to do with Galaxy Eyes?
Well, you said a girl named Michelle. That's the only other Michelle I know besides me.
Michelle, now you're being sassy, Michelle. Listen, Michelle, we've tried to give you basically every opportunity to make yourself a superstar. You have not done it. Now I'm breaking free of you, and I'm going to be on Netflix starting in, I guess, sometime in the spring.
Yeah.
So it was nice knowing you, Michelle. You know, but once I become famous, Michelle, I'm gonna have to leave you in the dust.
Yeah, you know.
Or do you want to come with me, Michelle? It's up to you. You want to come with me, Michelle?
Go where?
To Netflix.
I probably could, but I don't know how that's going to work with all my other channel stuff I've been doing.
Michelle, I'll tell you how it's going to work, okay? You get on Netflix, people all over the world that don't watch YouTube will see you. People that all over the world that do watch YouTube will see you, and you'll get more subs, Michelle, and people will follow you.
I don't deny I'll get more subs, but...
No. So, Michelle, are you down for possibly, this producer reached out to me and they just want me to sign some paperwork saying that I give them access to these clips, and then they're going to do interviews. But Michelle, do you want to do this or not?
I said I could do it with you. But they have to reach out to me too with a copy of the contracts so I can see them.
All right, so Michelle, maybe we're gonna have to do this. Maybe you're gonna have to sign over everything to me, everything. And
no,
we're gonna take
I'm
out a
not
life
signing all my
policy.
assets over to you.
Michelle, you need to hand over your channel to me. You need to hand over
No, I'm not.
your AdSense to me.
No, I'm not. It's not even funny, Noodles. I'm not joking with you. I'm not laughing with you.
All right, Michelle, I'm gonna send you a clip of the email that I got. Okay, and you could read it out, but I don't want you reading out the producer's name.
I'm not reading it out at all, Noodles.
Why aren't you reading it out?
Because it's between me and you and them, not between me, you, and everybody else.
Yeah, but your name's not on this document.
I know that.
I have to get you on this.
I know that you do. It's a tentative agreement between me and you. It has nothing to do with Netflix. Netflix doesn't even know about me.
I'm gonna send you a clip of the email. Hold on. Why is this so difficult? You're just looking at a fucking email, Michelle.
Jesus.
I can look at it.
All right, there it is. I just DM'd you. I just DM'd you the email. If you want to read it.
Who'd you send it to? You send it to me on Discord?
Don't mention the producer's name. Yeah, I'll see you later. Don't mention the Don't mention the name.
No, I don't even see it anywhere. Now, the reason I'm just upset is because, like I said, I explained it. I'm very upset that the stupid socialist won. And I'm also very upset the fact is that ChatGPT has basically let me down last night. And also, it's overcast and cloudy, and it kind of sucks outside. But it's going to be the warmest it's going to be in a while. So I got to go take some stuff to the store. I really kind of want to get some cheese real bad. And hopefully, Cumberland Farms will have some cheese today in the store. Because we haven't had any on Monday. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Grace. It's the channel I have, the content I have isn't quite the same as Noodle's content. He has a different kind of content than I do.
Could you imagine the Snow Queen on Netflix, though? That'd be crazy.
Yeah, Snow Queen on Netflix would be interesting. The
Be
documentary could be on Netflix if R11830 decided to go ahead and want to sign a deal with them. But that's another thing too, is Netflix right now is not doing as well as they used to be. Because they used to do better when YouTube didn't, was, well, I don't know. Netflix kind of screwed it up with themselves when they got too far into the right or left stuff. But now YouTube is basically beating everybody on the viewer hours that people watch.
Well, the way I see it is the reason everyone always goes.
Michelle, I don't know why the directors are secret.
A lot of people who are woke are on government assistance, and that's
I don't even know anything about any Netflix directors. I really don't know anything about them.
So, they know that these people are going to get that money every month. So they figured, okay, well, that's a safe way to get paid, so we'll just go with that. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah. And the minute that my channel doesn't make them any money at all, they're going to go ahead and say, you're fired.
What if it did,
Think about it.
Buku.
My channel doesn't make any money really anyway. It really, it does with the super chats, super stickers, and super things, yes. But I ran the ads yesterday, right?
Super.
And all I got was a bunch of people complaining about YouTube running ads against my channel.
Huh.
What do you mean, Tiff, your ears hurt?
I'm glad her ears hurt.
My volume isn't even turned up extra loud. It's normal level. Right, Chris, I get you.
It's supposed to be 70 today. It's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be 62, I think, here. My landlord didn't even come by to pick up his rent yet. He knows I have it because I told him. So I got to technically stay here until he shows up to pick up his rent check.
Who, the profligate?
Yeah. Whatever. I just don't want him to serve papers because saying that I didn't pay my rent on time.
Wasn't it up to him to come get it?
It's up to him to get it from me because he didn't require me to mail it. He always said, come by, pick it up. Oh, yeah, that's another thing that all these subscription services do. They try to upsell you. Netflix is guilty of that. Oh, you want a certain thing? Oh, you only got the $15 a month plan. Guess what? You gotta get on the $25 a month plan to watch that. and it's, you know, ridiculous.
It used to be $7 a month.
Yeah. He Freddy's nose has been a ass hat. You talking about noodles? I think that applies to almost anybody, actually. Almost, Jim. Think about it. You know, it's weird. If that was illegal, I could have a place to live, guaranteed. May not be posh, but it would be a place to live. Yeah, I know. Well, you know, a landlord may be trying to make excuses, but sooner or later he's going to want his rent, and I've got the check all written for him.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
James the Profligate.
Michelle, you have a good panel guest, but none of them are interested or contribute to your... You know, I know Brad doesn't necessarily contribute to the high-tech stuff, but in a way, he's still a good guest, though. Not even Noodles even contributes to the high-tech stuff.
High-tech?
Chris says, Michelle, you have a good panel guest, but none of them are interested in to contribute to your high-tech or electronic stuff you like or anything else you want your channel to be. Well, that's true, but then again, my channel is kind of a mix of everything. And it's kind of similar to Chris Bliss's channel in a way, too. It's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's not a one-trick pony. Think about that. If it was a one-trick pony and the pony dies on you, you ain't got a channel.
Bye-bye pony.
Whatever, one trick or high tech. If the content doesn't work out, and it's the only content you got, you're not gonna get anywhere. And Chris, okay, Mojo says, and it's further away. My script goes to different chemists, by the way. And
did you talk about that plane, that UPS plane that crashed? Or USPS? What was it?
Oh, you mean the FedEx plane?
Yeah.
Oh, that might be related to what's talking about the federal air traffic controllers, too. Because these planes depend on the federal air traffic controllers to help make sure that they are, you know, in the proper places at the proper time. You know,
all that fuel in the wings, yeah.
Yeah.
It's golfing. Planes are golfing.
Yeah. But it's kerosene. It's not gasoline. It's not aviation gasoline.
The fuel.
Yeah. So it's kind of more like diesel. It doesn't burn that easy.
I wonder what was on that plane.
Okay, since we're gonna come up here.
I hope nobody died, but I'm sure somebody did.
And I'll take a
I also
kitty.
hope none of my
Hello,
packages
Tiger
were
Kitty. How you doing?
Hey, Tiger.
Morning, morning.
I think one of my packages was on that flight.
You think your package? What?
So a communist mayor won the position in New York City now.
That's
Good
Socialist
morning, Noodles.
Mayor.
So now the equivalent of Stalin
Michelle,
is
let me ask
now
you a
in New
question.
York City.
Michelle, this Netflix deal isn't getting you jealous, is it?
No.
I think it's fantastic. Maybe they could clip something of Michelle's as well, because you know she was involved, kind of.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
like
they'll
Michelle,
want
you gotta
her
jump
scoop
on
on it.
this. Yeah.
He's saying, I want to take control of all your channel and stuff. That ain't happening.
He's joking, Michelle.
Hi, Mojo. Did you get your eyes fixed, Mojo? Please
Oh,
say
Slug Eye Mojo.
Call her Sludge Eye.
That's me top
That's
last.
a good
that
question. Good morning,
Yeah,
David.
Michelle, I don't want your channel, Michelle. I want you to do well, Michelle. I want you to be happy with, you know, what you've done on YouTube and stuff like that. And Michelle, here's another opportunity. That's all I'm saying. There's another opportunity here. You take it or leave it. It's up to you.
How come no one ever actually contacted me? Because,
well, Noodles.
I'm going to be honest with you, Michelle. Yeah, it's hard to. It's so. I don't know if anyone knows this, but it's very hard to communicate with Michelle.
Oh yes,
I can tell.
We all know that.
people can easily communicate me by email if they really wanted
Yeah,
to.
but Michelle, this thing could be a big shot for you. You know,
It could be.
like,
Yeah.
you'd really get your name out there, and then you like, what if your viewership spiked by like 1,000%? You get your name out
Well,
there.
it would, because I mean it's fantastic. It's a chance in a lifetime.
They didn't contact you because it's so real. So real what?
Michelle, this is the future of everything, Michelle, the internet. You've been on it long enough. You know, I mean, come on, Michelle, you gotta get involved. You're not involved with anything. And I feel bad. I feel like I'm beating you over the head with something that you don't want to be beat over the head with. But like, I know what you want, Michelle. I know exactly what you want. I think this is one way to get it.
Yeah. Sure, I mean, we could always get it. If they would give us a chance, we could always build a house I wanted to build in the middle of nowhere.
Who knows?
Yeah. And they could do that into a documentary. That would be interesting. A house that's green, off the grid, gas slating, gas cooking, gas refrigeration, gas heat, gas stove, solar panels.
Gas.
Art gas.
Off grid completely with its own nice outhouse in the backyard.
We
You know, Michelle, Michelle, how about we go through like how far you've come in the past like 4 years, 5 years, Michelle?
Yeah.
I mean, think about what was going on with you in your life and social media 4 years ago, Michelle. It was fucking heinous.
I know. It's different. It wasn't good at all.
Begging for $1 donation. That famous video of you, I will never forget. $1. That's all I'm asking is $1.
That was disgusting. So, Michelle, you're back on top, right? How are you going to get any higher than you already are?
Yeah, well, let's see if we can work out. If you could talk to the producer about my show, and that you want to get me involved in the project. Because we kind of already
Michelle,
are part of the project.
I think I'm going to have to like either beg and plead or like keep bothering this guy for this, Michelle. You know, I don't think it works like that, but we'll see, Michelle. I just think this is kind of important, especially for you and your story, Michelle.
Well, I know it's important. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm just saying is that, you know, I want him to know, you know, that I am a person that's tries very hard to be straight, honest, shoot from the hip, no excuses. You know. I don't want my show to become some pretentious, thing that's where disabled people are being made fun of either.
Michelle, I'm not disabled, and they make fun of me. People get made fun of all the time, Michelle.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, well,
there's a line though, Michelle. There is a line.
Yeah, Michelle.
Yeah.
Listen, we're not here to hurt you, Michelle.
She knows.
Everyone here. I mean, come on.
So now, Noodles, what are you going to do now that we got a new Zelensky now as a mayor in the city of New York City?
Well, the value of my house is going to skyrocket now, and I don't know, might be good for me.
How is it going to be good for you? How is it going to be good for anybody? Why don't you go?
Because if no one can afford to live there, where do you think they're going to move? They're going to move to Connecticut. They're going to move to Jersey.
Yeah, and then your house.
They're going to move into the suburbs.
Yeah. I don't even know how the people that are disabled can afford to live in New York City in the first place already. Never mind with the new situation. I have never figured that out.
So their good paying jobs aren't going to be good anymore. You know what I mean?
No, obviously, you can bet that capitalists are not going to stay there any more than they did in Russia.
You also got to remember that a lot of the stuff that this guy's planning on doing, he's going to need okay by the governor. So I don't know how far this is going to go with him. I know he's got a lot of plans and stuff like that.
I know he does, but I don't know. Is Kathy so hopeless to the governor she lose her job?
She put the National Guard in New York City before Trump did.
I know she did. That's good. So she finally started to take some concerns what's going on. I mean,
Michelle, let me ask you a question. Has your life gotten better or has it gotten worse?
That depends. It's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, is it getting better in the sense that we're more financially stable? Yes. Is my life getting better because it's less boring? Not really.
Michelle, you go out with Noodles now. You didn't have that at all.
Right, that's true. As I said, it's a mixed bag. So yes, go with Noodles. That's better. Yes.
You mean that you're just a bit lonely? You'd like another human to interact with.
No, that's
true.
true.
Will have another. Krista will be at that old people's home as soon as she's on number 2 on the list, isn't she? The next 2 people that die, she'll be in there.
Right.
Michelle, I really need you to reconsider or think about moving in with me. You know, maybe that will help you out. You know, maybe you moving in and having people in the house with you all the time. You know,
where the hell am I going to put all my furniture?
You don't need it all. All you need is a desk where you can stream from.
Do you realize how big? See, Terry, you've never been in my house, Noodles' house. You know how big my whole house is a studio. The whole house is. Even the bedroom is a studio.
Michelle, you can have the basement, Michelle. The whole fucking basement. I mean, the worst case, Michelle, I'm going to be honest. We can make the basement livable for you, you know, if that's the case.
Yeah, you never clean it out, though. You showed me how much stuff you have in there.
Yeah, but Michelle, you got to tell me that that's what you want or something. I'm going to work on something, Michelle.
And then you need to give him motivation to bother to clean it out.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I still kind of want to go to...
If you did that, Michelle, I would definitely come and visit you.
The other thing is we're going to have to get you like transportation, Michelle. Either you're going to have to take Uber around if you live out here, We're gonna have to get you one of those scooters, Michelle. I don't know. You know?
Yeah,
It's not like
well,
you can just walk outside and go to the store.
Jim, get off my back, Jim. Fuck's sake. For one day, get off my back.
well, the thing is that what does the state law say about those e-bikes and driver's license requirements?
Well, Michelle, as far as an e-bike goes, I don't think that's what you need. I think what you need
Well,
is
I don't
like
think those scooters are gonna help either because you're talking about needing to put a hitch in the back just to take things to pick up bags of groceries.
well, Michelle, they have baskets for them, and the e-scooter thing. If you're talking about like the hover around thing, Michelle, that's a good option for you.
I don't agree. I'm sorry. I don't think anyone who's registered blind should be driving anything. Sorry, Michelle.
Well, unfortunately, in the United States, we're a car-dependent culture, Tiger. That's the problem.
Isn't it illegal to drive on a road or anywhere if you're registered blind?
It depends on the state. In Kentucky, it's not. In Kentucky, it's not illegal because I don't have that driver's license.
Yeah, she might be registered blind. She might be illegal for her to drive a car registered blind, but I don't know. She walks around,
And in Kentucky, I don't need.
Seen her,
in Connecticut, for example, if you're registered blind, you can't get a driver's license even to drive an e-bike.
All right, I'll ask you a question, Noodles. Would you trust Michelle at one end of Walmart in one of them disability vehicle things that Walmart has? Would you trust her to get from one end to the other without hitting anything or anybody?
Like, all right, so what you're saying is that we're gonna put her on the one side of Walmart.
Yeah.
She's gonna try to get to the other end, and she's not gonna hit anything.
Yeah, no people, no stands, no clothing racks, no nothing.
And I'm betting like my life on it or $1 million.
No, because I had no problem once I got
used to it. She couldn't do it.
Yeah, she would hit something.
Well, so now you want to stick her out where there's pedestrians and cars?
Oh, no. So there's a way to get to these places, So there's a shopping center. And what I'm trying to tell you is that there's a way to get there
from
the house without her having to. But you're right. You know what? I can't imagine if a thing fucking broke down or she got stuck somewhere and she calls me and I'm all the way out in fucking Manhattan or out here in South.
Right now, the biggest problem though
she'll run into cars. She'll run into things. People. I don't know. She'll run into kids.
The trike I was gonna buy, I cannot legally drive it in Connecticut because I have to have a driver's license for it. But I can buy the same trike in Kentucky, and I can drive it legally without a license.
Well,
you're
Michelle,
not
listen. Yeah, you just have to wait for me to get home, Michelle, and then I could take you wherever you gotta go.
I mean, how many times do you need to go out, really?
The problem is that was what my mother and my brother used to do, and it used to drive me apeshit crazy. Because I used to send us, I needed to go places when they weren't home. And,
so what do you do now?
Well, now I go ahead and I walk it or I take an Uber if necessary.
Well, you could do that. Is there a little shop near you?
Yeah, I go to CVS. My CVS has got my prescriptions now.
You Noodles.
Yeah, it's really close. I mean, it's close enough. I mean, I could walk there, but I don't think it would be good to walk for her. It'd be like probably triple.
You do in the state of Connecticut. Please look it up yourself if you don't believe me. Please look that up. Anybody? You can look up the Connecticut Department of Transportation licensing registrations for any electric vehicle, including e-bikes. You have to have a driver's license for any e-bike.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Kentucky doesn't require that, providing your e-bike only goes a maximum speed of 20 miles an hour.
So you need a driving license for an e-bike. So what about when they got these e-bikes in the middle of New York and places where you can just pick one up and put your credit card in?
Those have required driver's license too.
All right, so Michelle, are you even possibly thinking about moving in with me? You know,
Not really right now, no. I haven't been thinking about moving in with anybody. I haven't even.
Another opportunity gone. Write that one down.
it just sucks because I know why she doesn't want to leave. I get it, and it's just Michelle. Here's the real deal. All right, when it's time for you,
The problem is that here's what the problem is, Nils. People, especially people in my situation, you are so much dependent on everybody else. And if for some reason you piss off somebody, they refuse to help you, they put sanctions on you, you can't get out, you're miserable, they want you to get out, they tell you to basically pack your shit and leave, and you have no way to pack your shit and leave because you have no way to get out. And then you're stuck there miserable because they want you out and you want to get out, but you can't get out because you have no transportation to get out.
So you think that there's a possibility that I'm going to tell you to get the fuck out?
He's got two people that he hasn't told to get the fuck out yet.
Michelle,
Right,
listen,
I know.
This is what's going to happen, and I'm just warning you because I don't know if I'm going to have the energy to do it. There's going to be a day, Michelle, that you're going to have to leave that place.
Right? Oh, I already know that. It's obvious. That was one of the reasons why I had planned originally to move to Kentucky next year. That was my original plan, which is still in the possibility department, not the definites, because it's going to take a long time to get the stuff packed and moved, and I don't even know if I'm going to get helpers to do that. Again, that's another thing that frustrates me is I'm so dependent on everybody else that if they let me down, then everything's all stop. You know, it's.
Well, I mean, what do you have out in Kentucky that's going like? What's your connection to Kentucky? There's no one out there that we know of.
I checked in to see what services were available that I needed. They are available in Kentucky. For example, transportation services.
You don't know anybody.
But I don't know anybody, not in Paducah anyway. No.
Well, what makes you think that the landlord ain't going to kick your ass out there then?
Fuck Kentucky.
Well, it's the possibility no matter where you go. That's one of the reasons why originally I wanted to buy my own home, but I don't make enough money.
Hey, listen, Michelle, I'm going to be honest. If something, let's say you moved in with me, right? Something happened, I can, let's say there was something I couldn't take care of or whatever, I could at least contact your mother or your brother, Michelle, and they're not that far away. You know what I mean? If something happened. At the end of the day, Michelle, that's who you're really going to have to fall back on.
I'll have to think about it. Just leave it at that for now.
All right, just remember, Michelle. I mean, I'm not Superman, but
it's very, very kind of you. Extremely.
There, David, this just answered your question, Tiger Kenny.
Tiger, you realize all this money that she has going to fucking Jimmy? She could be pocketing all of it. You realize that?
Yeah, Michelle, you should think harder.
I mean, it's only right she would pay rent.
What am I going to get?
Oh, you know he's going to be charging me rent, though, right, Tiger? You know that? Because of obvious reasons. Because he's right now.
Michelle,
yeah, but he might charge you less rent. Michelle,
it would be a big weight off of everyone's shoulders worrying
you
about
would be rolling in the money.
Hey, Michelle, what if I charge you $100 a week? Could you pay that?
Easy peasy. Should have an extra $600 a month.
Yeah, think of all the brailers you could buy.
Don't forget you also.
You'd be
also, does the state of New Jersey pay your QMB for qualified Medicare beneficiaries? Do they pay your Part B?
Of course.
I bet
you look into it, Michelle.
Because Kentucky pays would be paying mine as they do in Connecticut.
I think, Michelle, for $400, all included, shit, my ass would be gone. I'd be there.
Yeah, and you'd be in a decent place too, Michelle.
Oh my God, Michelle, can you imagine having $600 to blow extra, plus what you get on it? It'd be like $1,000 a month to blow. Fuck, you could have gold teeth.
That'd be awesome.
Michelle, listen, here's the other deal. You know, you're gonna have Wi-Fi, good Wi-Fi. You're gonna have
better Wi-Fi.
You're gonna have a washer and dryer. You're gonna have all this crap, Michelle. Right? The one thing that you promise me is anything that you bring to my fucking house, Michelle, we're putting it in a fucking in a container, and we are bombing the fuck out of that shit for 1 week. Like every day, we're gonna bug bomb it.
We'll hire a little van and then bug bomb it whilst it's in the van.
Yeah, but we're gonna do it like we're gonna like triple, quadruple.
I'm gonna have to give it some thought. Okay, don't push me too hard. Okay, don't try to give me the hard sell tactic, because you know that doesn't go well. Just let me think about it. Okay, just
so pretty good. If you got a pod though, Michelle, that worked pretty well.
I just can't imagine you having all this extra money, Michelle. It would solve a lot. Money isn't everything, but
it helps.
Your life would be.
Sometimes me and Noodles Tiger don't always get along. That's
why you go to your own part of the. And he's not even home that fucking much, is he? Let's face it.
Yeah, and then you guys would be able to be free to go wherever.
Basement. You've got your whole area of your own. You don't have to sit and listen to him. You could text him, say, do you wanna come up? Can I come up or not? Can I come up?
Hey, how are we gonna make sure that Rusty doesn't get hurt by the dogs? You have to remember.
He won't.
He stays downstairs, Michelle.
You put him in the basement.
Well, I like some sunlight, and the basements
Johnny
tend to.
What got a cat in his room?
Yeah, I know he does.
Well, there you go. Now you know.
Now you're thinking of every single. This is what you do. Negative.
I'm not trying to be negative, Tiger. I said is I'll think about it. Okay, well, I've been thinking about it for.
About that dosh. That's what I'd be thinking about. What the fuck am I going to spend my extra $600 on?
Counting your greenbacks.
Yeah.
Sup, Solo?
Morning, Solo. Morning, Mojo. Morning, everybody. I don't know if
Hey, Solo. Good morning to you.
Morning, everyone.
Chris.
Yeah, Michelle, this would probably be like really, honestly, that'd be a really great move for you.
Yeah, because then if anything happens, somebody's there. Like, say you slipped. Or,
nobody would
I don't know, burnt yourself, anything.
Walking down those stupid fucking stairs. Like, you know, I think about that a lot, Michelle, and it worries me.
And you know, he'd take you shopping.
Yeah, but then again, I think that some of the things they had tried to work deals out with people in the past, they ended up basically going pear-shaped pretty fast.
Well,
so
that doesn't. Just Michelle, just because something went bad in the past doesn't mean it's always going to go bad in the future.
Well, I know that.
Shit happens. Now you're older and wiser. You've also got a team around you which are agree. Have I ever led you astray, Michelle? Have I ever told you to do anything bad? You know, you should trust.
We could visit you.
Yes.
Yeah, I know about the washing machine and dryer. I get that. I don't have a problem with that.
The washer and dryer is just amazing. You want to know what to do with yourself.
You realize I'd have to go into his garage, right? Because that's the most level way to walk to where I gotta go.
Well, and?
So he would have to give me a garage door opener so I can open it. Unless he has a manual garage door, I could just pull open myself.
Yep, and you know what?
Certainly,
now you've got a, I don't know, there's me, I was going to say you could have a mobility scooter, but I don't think it should be on the road.
Michelle, ride
better than the stairs.
Yeah, no more stairs. No more fucking Jimmy.
That's what I said.
Oh my god, just that in itself is amazing.
Yeah. Well,
No more profligate banging down your door down.
Dental appointments and things like that. I'm sure you'll find much easier ways to get to them because, New Jersey is going to have a lot more amenities, isn't it?
Yeah, no problem finding Uber there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
yeah, I know the like count is kind of weird right now. I don't. Did someone ring on my doorbell? Hold on a minute. Let me check. I thought I heard some. Hold on a minute. I thought it might have been a little bit.
Probably Jimmy wanting you to fix some shit.
Doesn't sound like a doorbell. I know.
What's up, Gidgey?
Yeah, Michelle, it'd be like a 3.5 hour drive for me to come visit you if you lived there. It'd be so cool and easy.
I thought there was somebody at the door. It wasn't.
What's a gibber?
Take you on that fishing trip you never wanted to go on.
Yeah, well, again, I'm always gonna be stuck as a fucking renter. I'll never own my own house. That's kind of sucks. Maybe
But Michelle, you'd be able to save up better doing it this way than where you're at now. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. But I kind of would like to have an area where it got at least more light. In a basement apartment is a cave. I know, because I almost ended up moving to Norwood Acres. That would have been a basement apartment.
Morning, Gidgey.
Morning, Gidgey.
And that was a regular rental, and I saw how dark it was down there. I said, with the dark wood paneling, I said, no way. I said, no. I was living in Stores at the time. I said, no, I'm not going to move here. This place is too dark. You got electric, hot water, heat. That's going to cost me a goddamn fortune. So I turned down Norwood Acres because I was in the middle of outside of the Stores Mansfield. I said, no, I'm not moving there. So you're still going to deal with the dark basement attic problem, and that's going to be a thing. And
I'm sure there's lights and stuff.
Oh, I know there was lights, but then it makes your electric bill run higher because you're going to run lights.
Set up some mirrors, beam the light down.
Yeah, you never seen what is that movie? Indiana Jones, I think, where they got to move the lights around. Or is it Tomb Raider?
Well, you know what? There's a city in Switzerland. They actually did that. They mounted mirrors on the hill above the city, specifically so they could reflect the sun down into the valley where the city was, because it was too dark otherwise.
Yeah. Natural lighting. Boom. There you go.
Just set mirrors up all through Noodle's house from the front window.
Well, garden apartments can be dark dawn, absolutely, but I think what's even more darker is the fact that you're talking about a basement apartment. It's the fact is that you only got like those little casement windows, and it's gonna be, I don't even know how many square feet it is. You didn't say. This is 465 square foot now. And theoretically, most of this, from what I've seen in Noodle's house, most of the stuff would fit in there. But then again, you might want to have a separate studio anyway. So you might want to go rent the space in town, because you don't want to necessarily always be sitting in your studio all the time. Because I was saying myself is, I like to have a place one day where I can quietly close the door when I'm working on something so Rusty doesn't jump in and knock everything over.
What if you rented like a small office space for cheap? and had your studio set up there, like not far from the house.
Right. Well, he's in a residential district. I don't know if there's any inexpensive office spaces nearby.
Set up what if you set up a little like 5x10 shed in the backyard, soundproof it?
He doesn't have a backyard of any real major size. His backyard is pretty small. It's like a quarter-acre lot. He's not that big. So I've talked about doing that with other places, but that would have been a thing. Well, I don't know if that would necessarily be feasible either. That's the thing is, he talked to me about this idea so many times in the past, and there's a couple major reasons I turned it down. Number one, sometimes Noodles and I don't always get along. Sometimes he and I can kind of clash a little bit. You know.
Yeah, but that's
anybody.
It could be funny content. Yeah, you could make that into funny content. People love seeing that kind of shit. You know this.
Yeah, they might love seeing it, but there's times when I just simply don't want to be part of it.
Well, it won't be all the time. I mean, you know.
What kind of, does he have the right kind of bathtub?
Sure, it's better than the one she's got in her house.
He's got a standard.
Sorry, Michelle.
He's got a standard 1962 cast iron built-in bathtub in the
yes,
in the bathroom.
he has the right bathtub.
That's amazing. folks.
No, he doesn't have the right. He's not a clawfoot. It's just one of those
But
modern contemporary
it's
type
not
tubs,
plastic.
but it's made of cast
It's what
iron.
you
Well,
need.
Cast iron then. That's great. That'll hold you. You won't get in a plastic box.
Yeah, it would hold me if it supports him. He can hold me, but he doesn't take baths. He takes showers, so there's less water in that. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll give you a sponge bath.
Chris Bliss, maybe home ownership may be overrated, but here's the thing that makes a difference. Okay. Well, maybe this may not always be true, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. With a home ownership, it's yours. All right.
Morning, Christine.
And while it is true that you still have to meet the planning and zoning requirements of where you live, you know, most likely, unless you don't pay a mortgage, you're never going to be thrown out of your home. Okay? You have equity. That equity is yours. And no one will take your equity away from you. Oh, of course, as I said, as long as you pay your mortgage, taxes, and insurance.
Michelle, but you're not in that position. Not at the moment, anyway. So you can't look at things like that yet.
Right,
You're in
I
the
know.
position is where you need somewhere that you can live pretty cheap, get to stores, that has transportation, near people you know. And Noodles ticks all those boxes. I don't know what box he doesn't tick for you. Let's talk about the ones you're not keen on.
Yeah, I know it takes years to build equity. It's kitschy. I know that. I know that.
What is it you're worried about?
I'm worried about if for some reason we ever get into a major argument and all of a sudden he tells me to get out and file evictions.
I
and
don't
throw
think
this-
that'll ever happen. And if anything like that happened, you've got your army here that will sort something out.
He hasn't abandoned you yet over stupid stuff.
No. Why would you think he's going to abandon you? He has no.
I know he
track record.
has it, but, you know.
So you can't keep painting everyone with the same brush. You look at people how they treat you.
I think what it is because Michelle had to happen to her so many times in the past. That's why
Well, then
she's so...
you trusted the wrong people.
How do I know I'm not trusting the wrong person again?
Because your little army around you, us lot, wouldn't agree. I would
And
say
it's
no, it's a bad idea.
There's a track record of him not messing you over, you know.
Yeah.
Some of these people that
It's Guy Fawkes night in England. Oh, sorry about your dog, but it brings back memories.
Yeah, I
making
know it takes
bonfires.
major sacrifices, Chris. I get that.
The people that you trusted that did you dirty, you trusted too fast and easy. But Noodles has been around for quite a while now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know he has been around quite a while. I don't deny that.
Yeah.
I think he'd give you your own space. I don't think he'd even bug you.
Well, like I told him, I said, you never cleaned out the basement yet. So what are you going to wait until the very last minute?
Well, you have to give him a yes, I am moving in, so that he cleans it
Tiger,
out.
he should have been cleaning the basement anyway. Because the fact is, even if I gave him a yes, he needs to know what he's got in there, make room. Because you never know when it could happen. Yeah, it could happen. Let's say Jimmy's estate, let's say Jimmy croaks. Let's say for some reason the building goes into probate tomorrow. I may not know. I may only have like 30 days, and then...
You're very negative, Michelle.
I know. I'm sorry. I just gotta be careful, you know.
I'm sure he could figure it out. If he needed to go there, I'm sure he'd figure it out.
The reason I feel safe with Brad is because I know Brad is never made me feel like I was part of his, antics, if that makes any sense. But Noodles, I feel like part of me feels like I'm just part of his game, his show.
Well, I think you're that also. Not exclusively.
Yeah.
You both do YouTube.
Yeah. We both do YouTube, but we do our shows very differently, which is true.
Yeah.
I remember one time, Noodles got mad at me because of my hearing at Dairy Queen in Winston. And that really scared the living friggin' out of me, And the fact of the matter is I felt hopeless because I couldn't do anything about it. I mean, I don't know why I chose this path in my life to have a shitty hearing. I don't know why I chose this. I mean, I know I have things I have to overcome. That's part of our life plan. We have to overcome difficulties. But,
what have you learned, Jim? What have you learned today, buddy?
I don't think anyone tells her what to do. We advise or give her our opinion. She makes her own decision.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, I just don't want to see the situation get to the point where, like I said,
I get, and it's valid. It's a valid point. But I go on how people treat me. And after a few years, he's been nothing but, coming to take you out.
Right. Remember, though, that joke you said about Chiller Theater? And at first,
I
thought you said,
Michelle, it was a joke.
Well, I didn't know
hold
that
against him. He also said my baby toes look like monkey toes. It's a joke. We all pull each other's legs around here. Or toes.
Apparently, Don, everybody chooses their life path before they come here.
Michelle,
they choose to overcome certain difficulties in life as part of their life path. And I don't know why I chose to have shitty hearing. I really don't.
Oh, Jim. Come
I was gonna
on. Get off my back.
Michelle, did you know that you're controlled by people around here? That's what Jim says.
Mm,
I don't feel like you're controlled, do you?
not at all. In fact, she can. Nobody's controlling Michelle whatsoever. If I was
Yeah,
controlling
we might
Michelle,
get a
things would
Netflix special.
one thing, you wouldn't be fucking here, Jim.
But I don't know if Connecticut or New Jersey really would be the best place, because given the fact is Madani and his buddies are eventually going to take it into other states too. See, that's the thing that I think Noodles understands that. So basically, we're going to start having more Zelenskys all over the stupid Northeast. Remember, Zelensky even shutting down the Russian Orthodox Church. How in the hell is he going to get away with that? Anyway, that's Zelensky. All I know is just that I just want to do the best I can. But I am getting a little bit...
Jim. That stuff was... No. Okay? I don't care who was involved with that. That was a no-no from the start with me.
The Chatter Bay stuff was a couple of years ago, Jim. That's not a current thing right now.
Yeah, Jim.
And nobody here
really endorses
advocated for that.
Nobody here would think that's a good idea except someone like you, Jim. Who probably has all the screenshots and the video and everything.
Wait a minute. Nancy says Michelle should jump at the offer and Noodles should reconsider the offer. What does that mean? Mean that I accept the offer and then him decide that he cancels it? He's really pushing it. He really wants me to move in with him, but I'm like, you know, I got my reservations. You know, the fact is,
have you visited her, Jim? Have you? Why don't you worry about yourself? What have you actually done for Michelle, huh? I could list a big list. Can you? So shut your face.
Get on a train and visit Michelle or never say it again, ever.
Well, Tiger Kitty was going to come up here one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she didn't get a chance to because of, obviously, things going on against this time. Sheriff Jackson was supposed to come up here. She's not, I don't even know where she is. Still don't know. And that still worries me, too.
She was only 6 hours away. Only.
Well, Jim lives in Winstead and has never visited Michelle. What is that?
Oh, I think Skynet lived very close to Michelle. Never visited her in years. Yeah, well, if you live in Winstead, why haven't you visited her?
That's a lot closer than 6 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, in a way, Noodles and I don't always get along perfectly swimmingly well. That's the sad truth.
But you don't have to be in each other's faces all the time. I mean, you move in with someone, you're kind of independent.
But Tiger Noodles is the kind of guy, he's on the air all the time. If I wanted to talk to him about...
No, he's on the air in his car or in his garden. He's not going to be in your room. That's your private space.
Are you so sure about that? Because, yes,
yeah, 100%.
He is on the air mostly when he's in his car. But I'm concerned that even then, next thing you know, he's going to be, coming out of my studio and going, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And I'm like, no, we're not doing that because I'm doing something different. I already got my own internet anyway. But we can still tie into his internet too with your router. So you theoretically can hit me on his network and your network as a mixed network design. That's true.
I think Jim might be Ed in disguise.
No, Ed can't type.
Oh, okay. All right.
Justin cooked some eggs last night, says Mojo.
He did with a lot of mayo.
Oh.
Well, I think this is. I've heard that when people try to ask Justin about Sherry Jackson, he won't answer the question.
He said last night that he hasn't heard from her at all. I asked him.
Okay, so
Well,
so he has no idea either.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what to do from there.
But he also added 2 pounds of mayo to his sandwich, so take it with a grain of salt.
Blah.
2 pounds of mayo in a sandwich? Ew.
Michelle hates mayo. That's your worst nightmare.
Yeah, it would be my worst nightmare for sure. I thought eating that bagel with the cream cheese dripping out of it was bad enough.
I don't know that
Bad
one,
enough that it squeezed out and got all over my clothes.
Yeah, he had it all over his face when he was eating it.
Well, I'm not against Noodle's offer, but unfortunately, the thing is that there are a couple of things that are hanging chads that we still have to figure out. Number one, the fact he's never showed me the basement. Number two, I don't know how many square feet we're talking about.
We could ask him.
Well, he showed me pictures of it, but he never let me see a tour of it in person.
He'll know how many square feet it is.
No, I don't. I don't know.
He will. Noodles will know. It's his basement.
I know he would.
Hey, Margot.
When they showed it to me on a Google Meets panel, we could see it was semi-finished basement, which makes sense because originally they had a rec room in the basement, which is still a rec room. 1970s style paneling on the walls, which makes sense. But then you saw all the debris and stuff that he had in there. That's what I told him. I said, "You mean to tell me you never cleaned out the basement? You never threw any of this stuff out at all? Then you've been there all these years, and you had all this stuff in the basement, and you never threw any of it out."
I don't just randomly clean my attic.
Right.
Yeah, but I do that, Michelle. I'm terrible. I've got a habit of... I have like a pantry in my basement, and I store all kinds of shit.
I know. I do
where
too.
it goes in there.
I do too. My storage bin isn't exactly the most beautiful place in the world. It is.
Plus, he's got 2 other people living there with their shit in there.
Exactly. So how are you not going to have a room with a third with their stuff in there?
Well, he's probably going to tell them to get rid of their shit. How long can you store? He's letting you live there. It doesn't mean you get storage as well, does it?
Yes, storage. Hello, stop and lock. How much? Oh, you want $100 a month for a 5x5 by 10 foot tall. Oh, that's just wonderful. That's about the same size storage bin that's sitting outside right now, which is already partially packed.
Well, you just hire one of those vans.
The pods. The only problem is you can't.
Not a pod. You don't need a pod. You just hire a truck.
Yeah, well, if he has a good hitch on his vehicle, he can pull one of those small U-Haul trailers to get stuff down there.
Yeah, a U-Haul. That's all you need.
Well,
and you can drop the U-Haul off, like, locally, wherever you are dropping your shit off.
See you later, Don.
Oh, yeah. You still want to rent a storage locker, though. So you're going to still rent a storage locker. Because I used to have one. I used to rent one. So I know what I'm talking about. So
I'm saying the cheapest option would be to hire a U-Haul.
Yeah. Another one that might be cheaper is to get a pod to act as a storage bin.
Drive it off a cliff.
A pod is cheaper than a U-Haul.
I doubt it.
Yeah, because you're not paying by the day. For one thing, actually, are you?
I think you are.
I'm sure it's not free. Because you still got to pay monthly rent on it. Yeah, you would think so. I'll need to look into that. If you get a pod, the only problem is you can't. Where are you gonna put it? You can put it in this driveway, sure, but then where's he gonna park his car?
Are you talking about
U-Haul is cheaper than pod.
Are you talking about putting one there just for storage and leaving it there, or moving it?
You're only moving shit, leaving it in the driveway for a couple of days so you can bomb it with some poison.
Yeah, but he's still got to put. He still has.
It.
He should still be trying to clean out the basement first, because sooner or later, if he was to have me move in there, I would definitely need to be able to get my stuff in right away, not have to wait for him to get his stuff out of there.
Yeah, he would.
Hold on a minute. Coming, Jimmy. All right, hold on.
Wow.
Damn,
Somebody smacking on that friggin' door.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Wait, that's Jimmy.
I know she's deaf, but damn. I don't like that silence very much.
Well, can't you bomb a U-Haul? Why can't you bomb a small U-Haul truck?
I would think you can.
To be honest, I'd leave all my shit there. She could get better shit than that. Especially if she's saving $600 a month. She could get better second-hand shit than what she's got.
You go to Goodwill and get furniture.
Exactly.
Not a bed, but everything else.
Well, she could take a bit. I'd get a new mattress. I'd get a new everything, because I wouldn't want bring them bugs with me.
Yeah. What about all the stray cats? You gonna leave them behind?
Hey, Michelle.
Someone was banging on her door, so she's at the door.
Oh.
She's very concerned that you won't clean out your basement fast enough. You think
Dude, you know what I'm really worried about? I'm worried about her bringing anything in my house.
That's
Yeah.
what we were
Seriously.
talking about.
That really needs to.
I mean,
The only thing she's got, right, is the roaches. So, yeah, you just bomb the fuck out of a U-Haul truck.
Does that even work? I mean, I don't even know.
It'll kill everything.
Just don't
And
leave
then the
Rusty.
other thing, we're gonna have to get that.
Don't leave
cat
Rusty
dipped
in the back.
We're gonna have to get that cat dipped in something.
No, the cat will be fine.
No, but we're gonna have to get him dipped in like some kind of like lye or whatever to kill all the rodents and fleas and whatever is in that.
Well, I would just... Stan gave her money to get him flea drops, so she needs to get on that. Get some flea drops for him.
It would have to be after he was out of the house, though. I don't know how long it takes to work. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure you could figure it out.
Was that Jimmy?
Yeah, so he's paid.
He's late for his rent, isn't he?
No, technically my rent's not due until the 10th, but...
He came early for the rent?
No. He knows I pay him on the 3rd. So I called him up on the 3rd. I said, I have your rent. So he didn't come out yesterday, and
He's late.
he finally picked it up today.
Michelle, I'm getting emails right now saying that you are extremely jealous of the fact that I got this Netflix.
I'm not jealous of you doing this. I already told you that. I didn't say I was jealous because I'm not jealous. I did say is before Jimmy came to pick up his rent is you need to clean out that basement before I even was to say yes, because otherwise where are you going to shove me in a luggage rack? Because I have my own stuff that wouldn't have to be moved in there. So
Yes, Michelle. Yes, of course. We're right away, Michelle. Right away. Fuck.
actually, that's partially true, Chris, but not entirely true. Radiation certainly do not kill cockroaches on a regular basis, but it does cause to have trouble getting the eggs.
Michelle, what if I just furnish the place for
Yeah,
you?
yeah. We could all chip in. There's stuff at the Goodwill we can get, like a nice desk. You can bring your bed, but like you probably get a new mattress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's just get like a
And
brand
You'll
Another new
have
mattress.
$600 extra a month, so you can like furnish it yourself gradually. Just get your basics, like your mattress and a desk.
Which desk? I remember I also have my bedroom desk that my dad made.
No, we'll get you a different desk.
Hey, Canadian girl.
Okay, girl, how you doing?
A Canadian girl. I was
Hi, Canadian
just
girl.
contacted by a producer from Netflix, and they wanna do something. So it's my dream. It was my passion. This Netflix thing is exactly what I want.
Yeah, I understand the passion idea. I get it. There's no problem with that.
I'm going to expose everyone on Netflix.
I'm trying to find Canadian Girl's logo, and I can't find her in here.
It's on the very bottom. The last person.
Oh, there it is. Okay, because I don't see the flag. Okay, that's right, because she doesn't have the flag on this one. That's why. So
I'm
I
going
didn't
to
Canadian
talk
Girl.
shit
Welcome
about
to the show.
everybody on Netflix.
Well, the thing is, I don't really. I had passion originally to be a DJ. That was what I wanted to be originally, a radio show producer. And of course, the technology changed, and I knew it was going to change. So I basically got into the video instead. But originally,
I think you could still do that, Michelle. I think like an old people's home would love you DJing with your decks.
Maybe you could do the soundtrack for Noodle's Netflix stuff.
well, one of the things I wanted originally to do was to start my own radio station, but that was, of course, expensive as fuck, and you know it is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like on a Friday night, the old people's home, they might want a little bit of a listen to some music. You could do a little live radio show
We
there.
only do that in Silver Moon as it is. The only reason why we don't play as many records is because Rusty tends to jump up on the turntables. You got to be careful because I don't want to have my records ruined. And that's sort of another thing is I got a lot of media I've collected over the years that I'm not going to throw away in my vinyl collection. I mean, good God knows I have so many records right now that I bought, you know, or got given to me and things like that. Is Netflix even a thing? Technically, they're still a thing. The problem is that YouTube technically ate their dog food. YouTube, right now is the main live streaming media, and packet and bundled media right now. Netflix is kind of like falling behind.
No, Netflix is going to take over because of the AI thing. I'm telling you, they're already going to down pat. I've been explaining this to people.
AI thing, yeah, okay. AI slop. Yeah, that might be true, but don't forget AI could still easily infect Netflix just as easily. The producers could still use AI slop creations, and there's nothing stopping that. Right now, the thing is that Netflix right now is upselling everybody's subscriptions right now, which is really disturbing.
Well, Michelle, what I'm trying to get at is that I have a deal with Netflix, and it is going to be very, very big. We're going to expose trolls on the internet, and it's going to be. I'm going to be able to tell my story on Netflix, Michelle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what does the producer think of my show, though? I mean, because let's be honest, my channel and your channel are not exactly the same content, or very different.
No, that's why people are emailing me right now telling me that you're jealous.
I'm not jealous. Our channels are just different content noodles. They're not the same. I mean, that's not jealous. That's just noting the obvious. So we're different content.
Dude, you knock like a girl.
You can easily get 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views on the stream. I can't get that.
What?
Yeah. My neighbor just got the 5 cents for fireworks. What? Oh, her 5 cats inside. Oh, okay. I thought it said cents. 5 cats in because they're shooting fireworks off. Yeah, that's why with Rusty I bring them in during firework nights because I don't want them outside because they get crazy. Some of these people throw fireworks like hand grenades. I don't really want to have poor Rusty potentially get hit by one of those things. So let me see what emails I got, if anything. Gift from Trump, CVS Extra Care, price drop. $3.99 a gallon. What's this on? Milk for less. Okay, well, $3.99 a gallon. Little Spread Milk Select locations. Grab a gallon for just $3.99 nearby CBS. Okay, someone wants to come up. It's Comedy Flu. Okay, I'm gonna let him on. I got it. Go ahead, Comedy Flu. How you doing?
Good morning. Hey, Dave. Congratulations on your Netflix deal.
Oh, thanks a lot, man. So
you deserve it, the deal.
Yes, I figured that out. Mojo, don't worry about it.
Mojo. Good morning, Mojo.
You see, saying is because it's Guy Fawkes that people are even shooting the fireworks. Yeah. So,
morning, Tiger.
Her neighbor decided to get her cats into the house so that it'd be safe. Yeah, fireworks and pets are not good things. They scare the living hell out of them. My dog will hide under my blanket. Well, makes sense. Because your dog realizes that you're safe. You're a safe spot.
My dog's terrible. And if she hears gunfire, which you hear a lot around here, she goes crazy. She's trying to get under the dining table.
Comedy Flu, what do you think about Michelle being completely jealous over the fact that I have a Netflix deal?
I'm not.
I think it's great.
It's a great opportunity. Yes.
I don't have a problem with the deal, but what else we were talking about was he was suggesting I move into his basement, but he didn't even clear his basement out yet. And he's got stuff from prior tenants in that basement that he hasn't moved out. Even if I did accept this offer.
Comedy, what do you think about the offer?
The offer for the basement?
The offer for the basement, and she pays $400 a month rent.
Sounds great. And then she can get all new stuff.
Exactly. She'll get like $600 extra a month. It's amazing. Yeah.
Well, she can replace everything she had. Then there's guaranteed no cockroaches.
Exactly. You can get some pretty good secondhand shit. But how do you know they haven't got cockroaches in?
Who knows?
Well, I don't think cockroaches live in furniture, do they? Do they? What happens? I don't know how you.
They can live anywhere they
All
want.